Welcome back to Game Changers on our television. We're talking with Mr. Jayantha Dharmadasa about his life and his beginnings and where he is currently. It's an amazing story in itself, and a story about Sri Lankans and belief and going forward. The future, of course, is a very strong story indeed. Mr. Dharmadasa, we were just talking about looking after so many people and how you have expanded over the years and diversified in the process. When you took on the hospital as such, as an industry, was that part of it? Did you find plan, or was it something that was presented to you?
Yeah, there were no hospitals as such those days. We had bungalows converted to, or clinics converted to hospitals. They were not hospitals as such.
So nursing homes that have grown up.
Exactly, yes. Then we started this, my father started this. Then there were some problems at the, say after about third year, father couldn't run this, The doctor who was handling this, he left us and went.
So you started very small though?
No, we started with 100 beds and with all other facilities. The only intensive care unit we had in the country, the first intensive care unit was ours,
And
emergency unit.
And a completely local operation.
Yes, yes. So we had 6 operating theatres, but we couldn't run these. So father wanted to sell it off. Then Japanese party came to buy this, and they offered 60 million rupees, right, for the 100 beds and the buildings and all that. So father was willing to give that because he
wasn't interested in it.
Yeah, he wanted it out, from the business.
But you obviously saw.
I was not very happy with the
offer.
Offer, yes. Then I told father, no. He said, no, give it, finish it off, I don't want these headaches. Then the next day, the Japanese got to know that there was some problem in the hospital, and the next 2 days later, they came and offered 10 million less, 50 million.
Clever.
Yeah, Japanese are always being clever people. So then the father was always again said, okay, give it, because in 2 days' time they might come and offer 40.
Less.
So you say yes and give it. I didn't say yes. I said no. We have to think about it, and so then I took over.
So it was a big
without
risk.
the blessings of the father,
And a big risk as well.
Big problem. Big problem I was handling, because there were no people coming for channeling. Out of the 100 beds, only about 30-40 patients were there, but the staff was there. So I took over. Initially, I had a lot of problems. But little by little, then now we have come up to the 16-story building.
So when you took over that problem, was there a lot of self-belief, or was it blind aggression, or what was it that drove you forward?
Very good question, Shan. This is what I always tell my management, my staff. If a Japanese person or a German or a British or some other national, who had doing big business or being on top of the world, why can't we do that? That has been always my thinking, If you can be the best victory record in the world, why can't I be there? That was
Why can't you try as well?
That was this thing. I try to be another best victory in the world, But there were a lot of, problems at that time, couldn't bring it up to that. Then I told my staff, we'll bring it up to one of the best in Asia then, not best in Sri Lanka, right? So gradually after about 2.5 years, all the 100 rooms were full, filled up. Then we had to have another building, because the demand was too much. Then we did another building with 3 other ICUs. Then again, then the thing was going well, Then father thought that I could handle it, and he left it to me,
He was convinced?
He was very convinced. Then I took over the entire operations. I was deputy chairman that time. Then I was handling it, and now we have come up to this level, where we have 400 beds with 5 ICUs.
Magnificent new facility as well.
14 theatres, operating theatres, and all the facilities are here. We do heart surgeries, we do lung transplants, we do kidney transplants, everything has been done here now.
When you took over initially, the vision to forge forward would have depended a lot on your staff as well, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give that motivation. You have to tell them that, yes, we can do this. Why don't we try?
Make them believe.
Yeah, then I had that self-confidence, I said, no, if the Japanese people, why did they want to buy this? Where they thought that they can do better than us, no? So why can't we do it? And that was always been my this thing where I always think, if somebody else can do it, why can't I do it?
And more importantly, it's become a very productive Sri Lankan story, and how you have pushed and achieved. That must be very satisfying.
Very happy, because I have not done any I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not putting this thing on anyone. We have done very official things, nothing unofficial here. We have paid our taxes on time. Everything is very transparent.
All balanced.
Very balanced, and I have won the best accountancy award for the last 7 years consecutively.
Fabulous. But your staff must believe in the future as well. There must be a very strong unit. With your belief and your confidence and your motivation is a very important part of going forward.
They are 100% with me. They are 100% with me. I will tell you a story where suddenly I got ill, and I was. They said you have to do a heart surgery. The number of staff, I think more than 1,000, who came to donate blood. Amazing.
Very touching.
Yeah, very, very, very. I mean, that day I felt, the way that I have treated them, that's what is coming back to me, So from that day onwards, I thought, I had to double it with the staff. So they are always, all are with me. They don't leave me and go. There are a lot of staff here who are, now we are 31 years now, the hospital. They are all with me now.
So this year is 31. This year is 31 years.
31 years now.
It's a long history. It's a lifetime in every sense.
Yeah.
But your belief is shared by the staff.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, we can't be in this place now. They all know what I expect from them. Every Wednesday we have a management meeting at 10 o'clock. It runs to till about 1, with all the about 25 from all different. From the matron down to the attendant we have, and we discuss everything there, what has happened last week, what we are going to do next week, everything we discuss, and all decisions given. So they know what I want, and what the other directors want, what the management wants, So everyone thinks in the same line. There is system. There are systems running here, not individuals, So everything is in place.
So if personalities change, the system will carry on and be strong enough.
Yeah.
Your belief, is that one of your guiding principles in life?
Sorry?
Your belief in everything that you do is your belief in being Sri Lankan, in being a strong leader, are you a good boss? Are you a kind boss?
That's what the staff says. I don't know. Not only that, most people doesn't know that we run an operation in Dubai.
Okay.
I have a factory in Dubai for the last 15 years. It's number 2 in the UAE. From here we run that,
Phenomenal.
Superb. It's run perfect, very well. Generally you get a carpenter, a mason, or a accountant, or some professional going there to earn something. Here it's a fully owned factory by a Sri Lankan.
Brilliant. So your investments have diversified.
Yes.
And the operation in Dubai is also wholly Sri Lankan, or is it a combination? The staff?
Staff is, we have 135 there, 120 are Sri Lankans, 10 others, you know,
It's
Indians.
a phenomenal story. Sri Lanka, being Sri Lankan, is a very important part. You're a proud Sri Lankan. And you believe in Sri Lanka?
Definitely, because when I started the factory there, I wanted to have the national flag put. Then they said, no, in this country you are not allowed to do that. I said, if you don't allow that, I am going to close down the factory.
Not invest, yeah, true.
Yeah, so I was bold enough to say that. It's a big risk, you know, I was taking. Actually, I didn't open the factory the first day, the morning session. Then they had discussions there, and finally they came and said, okay, you can put it up, but we have to take it out
At the end of each
tomorrow.
day?
Yeah, by tomorrow it has to be out. It is still there. I kept 2 new flags there. Every time when the flag goes this thing, they put a new one. And for the last 15, 16 years, it is there.
Brilliant. When you look at what you have achieved in life, with your business, with your family, how important is family to you now?
Very important, very important. All are with me. I got 2 sons and a daughter, and they have their own families, I mean, with their children and all that. But every weekend they come to my house, and they are with me, you know. I built a new place for me with 5 bedrooms. One is for me. The other room, my wife died 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. So my grandson is staying with me in one room. The other 3 rooms are for my children, you know.
When they visit, or
Yeah, when they visit, when they want to go out for a wedding or whatever, they change or they come and stay with me.
So you believe that that family unit, that family strength, is a very important part of what happens in your life.
It is. I mean, that is the thing. I mean, we all of us are going to die. Everybody knows about
The inevitability.
Nobody can stop that. No, not even Buddha or the Jesus could
True.
stop that, you know. Everybody is going to die. So I think at the end of the day, somebody has to be there to look after you. I know when my wife was ill, you know, all family members were, I mean, most of the time they didn't come to office even. They were in the, you know, with her.
For you now, what would be the logical next step?
I told you it's very difficult to say anything, but if you get to know of something which is going to be closed down, tell me, I will take it over.
Your system still works. You still got your eyes on everything going on.
Yeah, I come to office at 8. 7:45, 8, I'm in office.
The discipline is very clear.
Very important, very important. That's why I wear these, you know, sober colors, you know.
Very dressed up.
Unlike you people, you know, we see. I mean, that is to, you know, tell the other that this is a hospital. It's not a place to enjoy or whatever, you know. So you have to be with the patients or patients' relatives, you know, comfort them.
So you are a calming influence.
I don't know, maybe, yes.
Being part of all of this, and now having created all of this from very much nothing really, was there any doubt in your mind as you go forward? Was there days when you had to sit in dark corners, but you still believed that you can achieve all of this? You never gave up?
No, I never had any doubts. Never had any doubts. I thought, I have been telling you, you know, I could do anything. Why can't I? If the others can do, why can't I do? If the Japanese wanted to buy this over and do the hospital, why can't I do it? So that was the, you know, so other companies also the same. They've closed down companies or unable to run companies, you know, I took over and now they are on the very high number 1 in the market.
Brilliant story, sir. Thank you very much for sharing. It has been an amazing journey for you now, from where you were and where you are now, and how you have grown, and a very true Sri Lankan story indeed. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Just one more thing to say I couldn't tell you. It is my thinking is it's now, not today. So whatever that has to be done now, I do it now, not today. If you see my table, not a single paper is there.
I noticed that, yes.
I never, if you come even in the evening or tomorrow morning, you'll see the same thing. I sign all the checks, I sign all the vouchers. The important things are under me, But not a single paper on the table. Because if I do that, then the others have no work. Till the check comes, till the voucher comes, the finance controllers, the GMs, they have no work. If they don't have work, then the other staff doesn't have any work.
It's a whole process.
So I'm the person who is ruining my own company.
So you always believed in that. Brilliant,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
On Game Changers, Mr. Jayantha Dharmadasa, a true Sri Lankan, believing in Sri Lanka, the vision that has shown what is possible if you believe and believe in yourself.